you got to say?
Size matters.
Size matters, right?
Yeah, and I'm taller than him.
And you're a little wide, girl.
What?
You're a little wide.
I'm what?
Also, I don't know.
Pathetic.
Mr. Fields did under penalty of perjury indicate that he earned $2,000 per week, which would be a total of $104,000 every year. Miss Bird has consistently attended school. She has graduated from PA school. She is involved in the physician assistant profession. She is wishing to go to the state of Tennessee to pursue that goal and to be with family and provide her children with additional maternal family companionship. And she has had to resign her position in order to take a position in Tennessee, but there's a gap of time for her to get licensed. And so she is still working at the previous employer, but only on a contingent basis. And as of June 13th, she had received only 36 hours. So there's a gap of time for her to be able to earn a consistent, predictable income in the state of Tennessee in her profession, which she spent a lot of money on obtaining school loans and is repaying her school loans. Because she is departing the Battle Creek urgent care position early, she's paying $833.33 per month. She has a penalty, a breach of contract penalty, a stipulated agreement for $10,000, and that is being paid off at $833.33 per month. But if the court looks back a little bit, she was forced, because of domestic violence, forced to leave the household and did not stick around to collect any money, ask for any remuneration for her part of the household that the parties were living in at the time that she needed to leave for her safety because of domestic. So Mr. Fields has a home with 30 acres, and he has all of the furnishings and additional personal property items, plus the contribution that Miss Bird made to his purchase of that home. Miss Bird sold her home that the parties were living in.
Mackenzie, I'm not going to readdress any property dispute or resolution in this particular matter. So
I'm simply explaining, and I'm almost done. I'm simply explaining why Miss Bird is in the financial situation that she's in right now. Part of it is the having to leave the job to take the job in Tennessee, which does not start now until the middle of July.
Why did she resign so early when there was a gap then? Why didn't she wait and resign prior to going to Tennessee then?
She believed that she would be starting earlier in the state of Tennessee, and the position that she's taking is a Michigan-based firm starting to provide healthcare providers such as physician assistants in the state of Tennessee. Their time frame changed after Miss Bird resigned from the Battle Creek position because she did not intentionally cause the gap of time. So the start date became a moving target, but that was after she had resigned from the Battle Creek urgent care employment position. So she's faced with this, but she did take it upon herself to work for the very same employer as often as she can. She's working contingent, but like I say, that hasn't resulted in a whole lot of hours. But I think the court does need to consider that she started at a disadvantage because she did not get any funding, any consideration, financial consideration for setting up her new household when she had to leave the household. So, there was a financial issue anyway. She's paying just under $1,200 for child support. She's having to repay $833.33 per month as a settlement rather than face a trial, a breach of contract, and a very expensive court proceeding with regard to the urgent care company. So she's simply running out of money, Your Honor. And the Court Rule 3206D does allow her to petition the court. But I did want the court to have the background of she's not been a wealthy person for a number of years, and she does have school loans, which she's paying back. And as I mentioned in the pleadings, part of the school loans were there were certain parameters that she was eligible for, like those of us who've gone to law school. You're eligible for so much. She maxed those out in part to pay for living expenses for the plaintiff as well as the party's children when they were residing together. So any savings, any financial plus that she might have had does not exist for each of those various reasons. She's expecting to be able to recoup all of these, get back on her feet. I'm not sure recoup, but get back on her feet and provide well for the children by taking the new position in the state of Tennessee. But at the moment, the earliest date is going to be the middle of July.
Thank you. Court Rule 3.206 parens D, as to whether the party shows they're unable to bear the expense and the other party is able to pay. The court does note that it does appear that the defendant's problem and difficulties at this time occurs because she voluntarily quit her job, thereby leaving her unable to pay her attorney fees and expenses. And court will note the defendant is responsible for her own self-inflicted financial position, I guess you'd say. It's not anything attributable to the plaintiff in this matter, nor would it be a normal situation. She unfortunately got caught in some issues concerning the start of the job and that, but that's by her own doing. In this matter, the court will find that the defendant has not established a basis for attorney fees in this matter, so the court will deny the motion. Ms. McNiff, you can prepare the denial and submit under 7-day notice of entry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you all. You're free to